Welcome to the Birdgang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! Birdgang 31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's in your rest there. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders till I butt my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers. The Rager Young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher, no one can protect you, watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes, come on! In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks, put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the Linktr like Gangsta Stride, to the Birdgang Nation that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat, the man in motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk. Hitting like B-Dog, baby.
Welcome to another episode of Birdgang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Birdgang 31. Tonight we have a very special guest, Mr. Andrew Fringe from the Fringe Podcast on Facebook, right?
Yeah, so we're on any platform that you get your podcast, Spotify, Google, Apple, anywhere, except for we're not on YouTube.
You're not on YouTube?
No, we don't have a YouTube. We do audio only.
Is that on YouTube though? I thought we've seen.
Yeah, the audio is on YouTube. We just don't have video on there.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what team is your team in NFL?
Yeah, so we represent the Arizona Cardinals, which are the only 4-0 team left. Yeah,
the Cardinals, man.
And I want to give you a shout out for that intro, bro, because that was absolutely amazing. Seeing how you rep your city and also your team, because honestly, here in Arizona, we don't have fans like that. We really don't.
Oh, nice. What part of Arizona? My mom lives in Arizona, actually.
Yeah, we're down in Tucson.
And Mesa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, about 2 hours away.
Oh, yeah. My mom, my brother, my cousins. A lot of people from Cali moved down to Arizona that way. So, who do you guys play this week?
Yeah, so this week is going to be tough. We're up against the 49ers. Those individual games, you never know.
Yeah, those are definitely. And what their record though, they lost a couple though. So haven't they?
Yeah, they have. But they're still a good team.
Trey Lance, the rookie.
Yeah, and I'm actually more afraid of Trey Lance than I am Jimmy Garoppolo.
You think he's ready this early?
I think he just has that Konami code. You know, he can run the ball. So, and he has a rocket arm. So that scares me a little bit, especially with Brandon Ayuk. I know we're going to go through everything, so we'll talk about that later in the show.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, let's get straight down to it. You know, the fans are here. They want to see who they should be picking in fantasy football for this week. You know, this will work for daily or even on your fantasy team. If you got some player you hear, you're on your team, you might want to get them in there. You know what I'm saying? It'd be up to you guys to do that. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. What team you want to start with? You want to start with that game, or do you want to
go? Let's start out with Thursday night.
Thursday night, yes. And
it's gonna be tough.
Who we got going again Thursday night? It's the who's playing Thursday again?
We
The
have the
Rams,
Rams and the Seahawks, and
Seahawks, double division games.
it's gonna be amazing, and it's also going to be a tough slate for DFS, but very fun because you're not gonna be able to fit all the players in. So
Yeah, a
you're
lot
gonna
of.
have to fade someone.
So, which one players are you looking at to be for sure users
Yeah.
for this week?
So I think Cooper Kupp comes back this week. I think he's looking at another 1 or 2 touchdown game. So I'm
Ooh,
definitely making Cooper Kupp in there, and you can see by the DraftKings and Yahoo, they also think that because he's the highest on the slate.
oh, nice, nice. So he'll be in that what do you call it? The ×2 spot. You know, the MVP
Yeah.
spot.
He
Cooper
would
Kupp.
be MVP, but when you're building your lineups, you're probably not going to put him in your MVP on every lineup you put in, just because you're not going to be able to fit so many players. You know, if I on the lineup I've built so far, I actually have Van Jefferson in there, and I think if
Ooh.
you are in a redraft league, he is a guy to look out for. He might be on your waiver wire, depending on how deep your league is.
Uh-huh. Is he getting a lot of targets?
He is, and he's getting the important targets, which are downfield.
See, with the Rams, it's always hard with me because they got, Cooper Kupp, they got my boy
Yep.
Woods and Van Jefferson and Deshaun Jackson, another former Eagle over there. So
Yeah.
are we playing Deshaun Jackson at all? He's only had what?
Yeah,
one
in
big
some
game?
lineups, you have to put him in there because he has that threat of, a 70-yard bomb. He has it. So you put him in there in one lineup. I'm not playing him everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not playing him in my redraft league because I don't trust him.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Which quarterback's getting a nod? Or are you
Yeah.
doing both quarterbacks in your daily fantasy?
So I switch this up a lot, and in DraftKings I usually try and fade one quarterback, and I think I'm gonna fade Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
But in Yahoo, I'm gonna play both.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say to Russell Wilson? How's he been doing? Is
No, he's
DK playing?
fine. I mean, if we look at Russell Wilson's stats, right, let's see here. He is averaging, yeah, he's going down actually from 11 yards per attempt all the way down to 6.5 throughout the weeks, and it's been less and less each and every week. But what you're looking for is fantasy points, and he only has 1 week below 20 points.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Which running backs would you use out of this game?
yeah, Henderson for sure. Henderson has to be in there. If you see what the Rams are doing, we weren't sure after Sony Michel had an okay week when Henderson was out, but then he fumbled. But not even just that he fumbled, they're kind of using him kind of like when Todd Gurley was there.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't hit yet, but he's getting the opportunity to where he's going to hit. It's just a matter of time.
Michelle?
No, Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson.
Yeah, and I think this week Henderson's going to hit.
Okay. And then who they got over there? Carlson?
Yeah, so Chris Carson is out. I think he has a neck injury. So now they're going to be playing Alex Collins. And I know everybody's rushing to the waiver wire to get Alex Collins. And I'm here to tell you, don't waste your fab on it. Because unless you're in a standard league, right? PPR league, Alex Collins is a plotter. He does not get receptions, and so he's going to have to fall into the end zone to even get you 13 points. It's not worth it for only a couple weeks.
Okay. And so with the DraftKings, how are they doing on that one? Are you picking 5 players on the DraftKings lineup, or how they go?
So yeah, you're going to have an MVP slot, which is going to be 1.5 times the salary and 1.5 times the points. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 6 slots in a showdown, but it changes when it's in the main slate.
Okay. To more?
And a lot of people don't know that are new to DFS, like myself, actually. I'm getting just into it also. But you can play showdowns throughout the Sunday matchups. Like, you don't have to play the main slate. You can pick a team or
Mm.
a matchup that you want to target and just play that matchup.
Oh, okay. So like the single game events.
Yeah,
That what
exactly.
they call showdowns over there?
Yeah, they call them
'Cause
showdowns.
I haven't been on DraftKings that much. I did a little bit of FanDuel, and that's what that. You can pick the single games. You can or
Yeah.
you can play the main slate type thing. The main slate, I think, it's about 7 slots or 8 slots. But if you do the showdown stuff, 5. You get
Yeah.
your MVP. That's ×2, and then 4 other ones.
Another thing to look out for on DraftKings that is super fun and it's a little bit challenging is they have tiers. So you don't have to pick a lineup. You're going to go tier by tier. So this week, like they have all the passing quarterbacks in tier 1 and all the rushing quarterbacks in tier, and they match you up based on points, not based on position. So in tier 1, there can be, or in tier 2, there can be a wide receiver and a running back. You can have Cooper Kupp and Derrick Henry, and you have to pick out of that tier.
Oh, okay. That is kind of cool. Like I
Yeah,
said,
so
I
they're
need to
fun.
jump on that DraftKings. You know what I'm saying? I might have to get a link from you.
Yeah.
I know they give you
Yeah, they're fun.
they give you a little deal there. So you said there's 6 total spots. So which 6 players, if you're doing a showdown with this game here, are you picking?
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna put Van Jefferson in my captain spot. So that's 7,200 versus 18,600 for Cooper Kupp. That's why you put him there. And you still play Cooper Kupp, and I'm gonna take Stafford, and then you're not gonna be able to fit DK Metcalf in this lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go Tyler Lockett, even though he is dealing with an injury. He played last week, and you could tell that he was injured,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a short week, so it is kind of risky to put Tyler Lockett in there. But
Mm-hmm.
just to fit the other guys around, that's who you have to put in there. And then I also want to get Henderson in this lineup, which makes it so I only have $1,000 left to spend. And this might be crazy, but I'm going to play Travis Homer. He is a satellite back, and he could get a couple.
Good carries.
Yeah, he could get a couple carries. He could get a couple receptions, especially with Alex Collins playing. And now I'm out of money. So I'm looking at Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, Tyler Lockett, Darrell Henderson, and Travis Homer.
Nice. And who do you think winning this game?
Yeah, I think the Rams win this game.
The Rams?
Yeah, I do. The
Covering
Rams
the
got
spread?
embarrassed last week by the Arizona Cardinals, and they are a good team. They just didn't come to play. I mean, we watched them the previous week against Tampa Bay, and they beat the hell out of them.
Yeah.
It was bad. I mean, you saw Tom Brady on the sideline just pissed.
Yeah. TV always be
He was mad.
frustrated over there on the sideline when he losing. So I'm happy. I always like seeing him lose, though. You know what I'm saying? We got Tom's number over here.
That's right.
Yeah. We're going to see him, though, next week after this. So, all right. So let's go to the next game. What game do we have next on the slot?
So the New York Jets, Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh.
This is a terrible game. Just a terrible game. The over-under for this game is 44 points.
Dang. So we're going
it's low.
Under?
Yeah. I think I would go under. Yep.
Under.
I would go under on this.
Under on that right there. I don't think either one of them are scoring that many points.
No, I don't like either of these teams. Yeah, Ridley could go off, but I keep thinking that every week. He's getting the targets. He is getting the targets. He just hasn't hit yet. He's not getting the touchdowns like he did last year, but that could change because the Jets are pretty bad.
No, true that. This is the garbage bowl right here.
Yeah, I think this one's actually really tough to say who wins. I think Atlanta pulls it out, but that's just because really the Jets won last week, and I don't think they get 2 in a row.
So I know it's hard to pick fantasy studs on either side, but I would have to say probably if I'm doing a single showdown on this one, I'll probably go in the MVP slot or the main slot there with what's his name? The running back, Cordell Patterson, right? Is that
Yeah.
who? That's who you
What
have to
a
go with? Because he probably the
Where
highest.
has that been? You know, we saw this type of stuff from him in college, and
Mhm.
then no one ever used him the way Atlanta is, and he's 30 years old now. It's
Yeah.
just like, why did no other
Anybody.
team, Minnesota didn't use him this way, Chicago didn't use him this way, and Atlanta finally is starting to use him in short yardage situations to where they are dumping it off to him 3 to 5 yards down the field. Like,
Yeah.
it's awesome, but I would temper expectations. Um, he's not gonna have 3 touchdowns every week, right? But,
Yeah.
you know, he
But they are going to get
he's a
some
good
cash.
flex play. If you're in your redraft league,
Mhm.
um, you slot him in your flex spot, I think it's fine.
Okay. So what would be the lineup for this one?
A lineup for this, oh my, that would be tough. I would have to pull it up. I don't have that up right now, to see the numbers for everybody. Um, but the guys that I would look at if I was doing this showdown,
Mhm.
you're gonna play Matt Ryan for sure.
Yeah.
I would I would go ahead and play him, play Calvin, and on the other side as a run back, you're gonna probably want to play one of their wide receivers, Corey Davis, I guess.
Mhm.
Corey Davis would be the run back that you're looking at there.
What
But
about Elijah Moore?
yeah, I like Elijah Moore, but more of a dynasty play
Mhm.
than I do redraft this year. I'm not huge on him this year. He's a good stash though. He's a good guy to have on your dynasty rosters. I just I think it's going to take a year.
What up, brother? How you doing, my guy? Um, so it- I would say from the Jets, maybe if you could play who's that running the receiver you just said again?
Yeah, Corey Davis.
Corey Davis.
Yeah.
Then if you're in a showdown game, it'd be like Corey Davis. You gotta always go to quarterback in this one. So Zach Wilson. Uh
Yeah, I don't know how much I trust Zach Wilson at the moment. I mean,
Matt,
he's
he's like,
thrown too many picks.
who else gonna get fantasy points on the Jets though?
Yeah, I'd be looking at playing both kickers,
Both
playing a
kickers, yes.
defense, you
Yes.
know. Yeah, it would be a bad showdown to go after, honestly.
Yeah. It'd be hard to pick who's gonna actually be a star of this game.
Yeah,
But
it
on the
would.
Falcons, you can probably go Matt Ryan, Ridley, Pitts, defense.
Yeah, what happens to Kyle Pitts right now? I mean, he is seeing the routes and everything. He just hasn't hit. He has not hit at all.
Do you think it's more the fact that he's not that generational talent that everybody was talking about?
No.
Or do you think it's just taking him some time to get used to it?
Um, I think that he's going up against corners that he hasn't ever had to go up against because they got rid of Julio Jones. They have
Mhm.
no one else on the other side to cover him. And he's not playing in line tight end all the time. He's playing out wide a lot.
Flexed out, yeah.
So he's out of position. And then Calvin Ridley also kind of out of position because he's not that, that quote unquote, alpha type of receiver. He wins in space. And Julio Jones allowed that to happen so much easier. Like, yes, Calvin Ridley can do it, but the offensive line's bad, so it's not giving Matt Ryan enough time. Matt Ryan's fine as a quarterback. I know there's a lot of people talking nonsense on Matt Ryan, like he's washed and everything, but you have to watch the game a little bit to see
Mhm.
that Matt Ryan's not washed. It's just the team is bad.
Yeah. And see that everybody was saying that too about Calvin Ridley since Julio's not there. Like Calvin did so good last year. And I know Julio was out a little bit last year, but Gage
Yeah,
was also playing better last year too. And where it was like most of the time, when you had Julio, you really was getting like the second and third corner. You know what I'm saying? As opposed
right.
to getting that number one corner every single week. Plus now you're getting number one corner and a double team on top of that, you know. And then Cal Pitts is getting the second best corner or best safety, whichever one they decide to go on him.
That's
So,
right. And the offensive line's playing even worse than it did last year. So
mhm.
And
So
that always hurts your wide receiver that plays downfield.
So in a bad matchup, the only players we're looking at that you should probably put in your lineup as a flex, or if you got will be out of this game would be um, Matt Ryan, Ridley, and maybe flex Cordell Patterson. You said
Yeah, I would flex him in my redraft league for sure. We have to put him in there until he proves us wrong.
right because he is doing pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So all right. Well, I would say like we both said Atlanta's probably going to win this game. But it probably won't be too high of a score. We're going to
Yeah.
take the under. 44 is the under. So if you guys think, they can score more points, it's going to be a high score game to take the over. But we're going with the under because I don't see a lot of production in this game.
Yeah, I don't see it. The next matchup also is very low at 40 points is New England and Houston.
Well, I think New England should put up some points against them.
Yeah, right. Right now, the implied total says that New England's going to put up 24.25 points and Houston will put up 15.75. So, and Houston putting up 15 points, I think, might be a stretch.
With no quarterback, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's not the most mobile guy.
Who's who?
Davis Webb.
Yeah, Webb. Yeah. I don't know. And then who else they got? Whatever happened with Ingram? Or are we picking up Ingram or what's the other running back they got over there? David Johnson?
Yeah, David Johnson. I like David Johnson as like a dynasty play or deep redraft play just because hold him and hope he gets traded to Baltimore or something like that. That's really the only play there.
What about?
If you're gonna play somebody on Houston, it's Brandon Cooks.
Oh, they got Phillips too, don't they?
Yes,
Lindsey?
but he doesn't play. Yeah, Philip Lindsay is there. And he's sparingly. It's just a wash for Houston. If it's not Brandon Cooks, it's nobody.
Yeah. So just Brandon Cooks or Houston
That's
team.
it. That's
And
it. Yeah.
New England, are we ready to put in Mac Jones yet?
No. New England, if you see what they're doing, right? They're playing like the old school New England Patriots when Tom Brady never aired it out. He was not losing games, but he also wasn't winning fantasy football games, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to win with running and defense.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing pretty good at it. If you watch last game, they came close to beating Tom Brady.
Yeah, they did. Also, didn't they miss a field goal at the end?
Yeah. I don't know why they were kicking field goals anyhow. Be kicking field goals against Tom Brady, give him the ball back. That just sounds insane to me. It's like, what are you doing? Like, look at the game theory and look at the analytics,
Mm-hmm.
It's 4th and 2. Go for it. You don't want to give the ball back to Brady.
Yeah, Brady is not the guy you want with the ball at the end of the game.
No.
So, who do you think some fantasy studs would be for the daily on this one?
Yeah.
Nelson Aguilar.
Nah, I'm not in on Nelson Aguilar too much. Damian Harris might be an okay play.
What about the two tight ends?
If they're cheap enough. I don't let's see. How
John
cheap are they?
Henry?
Let's see what their price at. I don't know what their price is right now. But they're okay. Hunter Henry would be a fine play if he's cheap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he is 3,700, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
So like probably Hunter Henry. Who else you say we got?
Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anyone else that I'm looking to play for that.
Because I'm not playing anybody else. What's the over under this game?
Over under of this one is actually 40 points.
40 points.
Yeah.
So you think we're taking it under again?
Yeah, that's a good line, I think. But yeah, if I was going over under, I'd go under. I think it's a good line though. 40
With
points.
with Patriots winning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Patriots are definitely winning that one.
Okay. Well, so we got under, Patriots win. Only player we're looking at is maybe Henry out of this game if you want to use it in your fantasy lineups. And yeah, or Cooks. Henry or Cooks. Those are your two players out of this game. Mike can get them in there if you want to add them to your daily fantasy, or if you got them on your fantasy team for a flex player. So, who we got next?
Yeah, so we'll go into the Green Bay Cincinnati game. This
Okay,
game's fun.
now
This
we got
game
some
this
players.
game will be fun. And this has a 51.5 point over under. So pretty good. It's one of the only 50 plus points that is on the slate. And that's what I'm always looking for. I'm looking at that 49 points or above when I'm looking to build my main slates.
Okay.
It just, more opportunity to score.
Yeah, there's a lot more scoring going on. Yeah, cause Packers defense isn't that great, and Cincinnati's Bengals defense isn't that great either, right? So we're not using either
Yeah.
one of their defenses,
No.
but we're using both of their quarterbacks.
If we're doing a showdown, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna want to play both of them. I think both are gonna have good games, and it's gonna be a shootout. It looks set up to be a shootout, especially with Joe Mixon not playing.
Ooh,
As of right now, Joe Mixon's out. It could change because he has just a slight minor ankle injury from last game. But with him out, I mean, Jamar Chase is definitely a play. He's definitely in play in your main slates. He's, definitely starting in your redraft leagues, whatever league you're in. Jamar Chase should be in there. And T. Higgins might actually come back this week. So he's
ooh.
also a guy that you want to watch for. And everybody knows to play Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams, yes.
Yeah, he's a killer.
So if you're in that six pick 'em, I know you probably don't have the numbers up, but you probably won't be able to get both quarterback, Devontae and Chase. You think you'll be able to do something like that on the same lineup?
Yeah, you will, but then you're gonna have to pay way down for players.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get some 1,000, maybe even 800 players.
Yeah. But you said when you do the single showdown, there's only 6 players, so that's just two.
Yeah.
So you're looking at probably like, maybe like a Dylan. Is Dylan starting for Green Bay? No, he's back up running back, right?
No, yeah, he's back up. He'd probably be around 3,500, be my guess. Maybe 3,700.
Ooh, that's high still.
Yeah, because he did well last week, so he could even be. Let me look actually. Yeah, AJ Dillon is 4,500.
Dang, so you're not getting all 4 of them.
No.
You're gonna have to go both quarterbacks, and then which receiver would you say is probably gonna have the better game? And
Well, I think you can put them both in. You can put Devontae Adams in and Jamar Chase, or you could even play Tyler Boyd or
yeah.
I like Tyler Boyd.
But then just fill up your rest of your space with some scrubs and hope for the best, right?
You're looking at just people that get playing time.
Anybody?
How do they run routes? They run 18 routes a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're looking for at that point.
Mixon's out. Jones is out, or is he playing?
No, he's in. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, this will be
Jones.
This will be a tricky one. Just in general, 3 players on each team would be Aaron Rodgers, Jones, Devontae, and then you got Boyd, Chase, and Burrow.
Yeah, unless T. Higgins is there, then I would like T. Higgins a little bit more than Boyd.
Okay.
But yeah. And I'm not super excited about Samaje Perine. I noticed waiver wires. You look online. Oh, go pick up Samaje. Like, he's not worth your fab either for 1 week. It's
Mm,
not a major injury to Joe Mixon, so I'm not really wasting money on him.
yeah. Okay.
And he's not the same player.
True. There are not too many mixes. Mixon's pretty good.
No, yeah, Mixon's real good.
Yeah. So, and then we said the over under was 58.
The over under was 51.5.
51.5. So
That's close.
With the defenses though.
Yeah, I think it can go over.
over.
Yeah, I think it can.
Yeah, because if Burrow does what he normally do and Rodgers does what he normally do, I could see him going in at least Rodgers getting 35 points.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game to watch.
Are you using any kickers? Crosby?
Yeah, I mean, put them in.
Yeah.
They're usually cheaper.
Yeah, kickers are definitely cheaper.
And if you're playing in DFS and whatnot, only the showdown, you play kickers. Your main slate, you don't play any kickers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Only in the showdown because everything is a flex.
Everything's a flex?
Yeah, everything's a flex.
Oh, wow. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
so you don't have to fill a roster with running backs if you don't want to. You just fade them all the way out.
Okay. And then who you got winning this game?
Yeah, I think Green Bay takes this game.
Yeah.
I don't like to really bet too much against Aaron Rodgers.
Right. That's not good.
You just give him enough time and he'll beat you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's go for a reason too.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? He's really good. All right, so we got Green Bay over Aaron Rodgers, Barrow, Adams, Jones, Chase, and you said the rookie, not the second-year player.
Oh, Higgins.
Yeah. Okay. That's some nice fantasy players. So if you got any of those players, make sure you get them in your lineup there, guys. What we got next?
Yeah, so the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team.
Ooh.
And is this finally going to be the game that the Washington football team's defense starts playing? I mean, we've been waiting for it all year. I mean, I remember talking at the beginning of the year about how amazing this defense was going to be this year, and we haven't seen it. It's been bad.
Yeah. Dude, but I was saying that last year, even week 17 when we played them, and yeah, we handed them the division by sitting Jalen Hurts at halftime, but Jalen Hurts didn't even have a starting offensive line, and we were doing, towards the end of halftime, we were doing whatever we wanted against that defensive line. So I was wondering since then, I haven't really been too high on those guys, and plus we got Kerrigan, even though Kerrigan's not doing nothing on our defense, but we get to that.
I feel like they just want that division to be something.
Yeah.
Because
they're trying to pump up something. Yeah, we got the terrifying defense over here. No, it's not.
Yeah, I thought it was terrifying. I really did. That front seven just looked mean. Just looked so mean.
Front four is good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's pretty decent. But after you get past that, I'm not. Who you talking about? Darby. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got
right.
Darby a couple of years ago. He's not all that. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not really intimidated by them at all, really. So, yeah. If I had to pick any fantasy play, what's the over under in this game?
Yeah, 44.5. That's a good line too.
For the Saints, though, I don't know, man. Like, I don't trust Jameis Winston to score that many points.
Yeah, I think
or Tyler Hyde.
I think it's weird. Honestly,
I'm not picking
the
either
Saints are such a weird team this year, and especially when you look at like Alvin Kamara, what we've known about Alvin Kamara is this prolific Christian McCaffrey type of running back, and now they're using him like Derrick Henry. They're just running him constantly and not giving him very much out of the passing game. So that really scares me moving forward because
what's his name, huh? Levante Murray.
Yeah, Murray's gone. He's on Baltimore now.
Yeah, that was a dumb mistake.
And I think it was okay to give everything to Alvin Kamara. It's just that now they're not doing dump offs. Drew Brees is gone, and that hurts his fantasy value so much, especially in a PPR league.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I don't. Do you play in full point PPR?
I'm not sure. I don't even be looking at all that stuff really.
Oh man,
I just
come on.
I just joined the fantasy league. Let's go. I pick my players, and because most of my players are based off of just being good. Like I know, different running backs, some catch ball, which is more important because you get both points. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quarterbacks you always have. Like most of my quarterbacks in most of my leagues, I have Jalen Hurts and Matthew Stafford backing them up. Because Jalen Hurts can put you double, run and pass, and the running usually gets you pretty good. And Matthew Stafford's just a beast. He throws the ball pretty well.
Right.
LA.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts will get you there no matter how good or bad he plays that week.
Yeah. So I just try to go with the winners, man. I'm like, you guys want me to play? I'll play.
All right.
Start looking more at all that stuff. Like, because it gets me confused. I'm in one this year.
It's a lot.
For the whole, like, you pick defenses, you pick like 2-3 tight ends, you pick, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got like 20 people starting every week, man.
Oh yeah.
It's like crazy, and like I am getting my butt kicked in that one. I am getting my butt kicked in that one for sure. Because you think right? Yeah. I'm putting this player. I'm putting in there. I think I'm on 4, but
that hurts.
Like it's just because it's something new. You gotta have 2 starting quarterbacks. 2 starting running backs and flexing with quarterbacks, and it's crazy, man. It's a lot of players on there. But they told me it's going to be a little bit more challenging. You have to probably stay on there a little bit more. I thought it's just fantasy football. It should be easy. I picked some good players and put them in. So, but I feel like
there's a lot of numbers involved.
What really hurt me is Miles Sanders. That guy's hurting me bad.
Oh yeah. The Eagles are hurting him bad.
Yeah, the Eagles is hurting him bad for sure. But we're going to definitely get on them. But yeah, back to this game. So, Washington Saints, only fantasy players I can see. I'm going to go under, you know what I'm saying? And just off what Heineke played last week, I don't trust Jameis Winston. So I'm probably going to go Washington football team wins this game just from that defensive line.
Really? You think so? No. I mean, I know that everybody's talking about Taylor Heineke and what he did last week, and he came back. Yeah, he came back against Atlanta. That terrible defense. That's the best thing about New Orleans to me is their defense. That's their strong point now.
You're right. I'm tripping.
I just feel like New Orleans takes this game. I do think it's going to be close, and I look for Terry McLaurin to still have a good game. And Antonio Gibson, I think he could have a good game too. Just temper expectations because he's banged up.
So would this be one of games like in a showdown, you probably wouldn't pick the quarterback, you'd do all skill position players?
No, so you never want to just do all skill position players. It's too easy for a quarterback to get to 20 points. And that's what you're really looking for.
In the showdowns?
Yeah, you're looking for that 20 plus points. And it's so easy for a quarterback to get there.
Are you using both quarterbacks or are you just using one?
Yeah, I would use both.
So you'll be like, who do you think have the edge to you put in that, MVP slot?
Yeah, in the MVP slot, I would look at probably Terry McLaurin. Depending on what the prices are like, I would be going for a low wide receiver. Not lowest, like between Calvin Ridley and Terry McLaurin. That's what I would be looking at.
Okay.
Just so I can fit in other players. And also, I like to put a wide receiver in there because a wide receiver can outscore the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It's more likely for them to do it than it would be a running back.
Yeah.
Depending on the running back. Derrick Henry's not in this.
So Gibson, we're playing Gibson. Yeah. We're playing Kamara. We're playing Scary Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Are there any receivers on the Saints you're playing?
Yeah, on the Saints. I mean, you could play Marquez as a flyer.
Yeah, Marquez.
He
probably cheap though.
Yeah, he's probably super cheap. I mean, because he's been a huge letdown.
I know they had that one receiver that was supposed to be so good. He hasn't done nothing. Thomas? Is that his
Well,
name?
he's been out all year.
Oh.
Yeah, Marquez Callaway right now is 4,700. That's actually a good point you brought up. If you're in redraft leagues, go look and see who has Michael Thomas. Try and trade for him, especially if they're struggling right now, because then they'll give him up for nothing. And Michael Thomas is one of the best wide receivers in the league. So
Mhm.
you want him on your team. And Jameis is not a horrific quarterback. He
Michael Thomas
he can
back
support.
week.
What's that?
Is he coming back week 6?
Yeah, after week 6.
After week
So
6?
yeah,
Yeah. I need to see about getting Michael Thomas on my team. See right now I got 6 teams, and 4 of them I'm in the top 2 positions,
nice.
but 2 of them I'm at the very bottom, like 0
Oh
wins on. So maybe I can see if I can work out a trade to get Michael Thomas on the team. I
yeah,
forgot
there you go. There you
back
go.
back.
Michael Thomas he's fire. He's so good.
He is good. I just worry about Jameis getting on the ball.
Nah, when you look at Jameis Winston, right? Look at his time in Tampa. He supported 2 top 10 wide receivers with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
That's true. That's true.
I know that Sean Payton is not allowing Jameis to play Jameis football, so it's going to be, temper your expectations a little bit there. They're, trying to run the ball and play defense, kind of like the way the New England Patriots are playing. If you think about it, they're eerily similar to New England of last year after they lost Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They're trying to find themselves.
So you're saying the Saints winning
Yeah, I got the Saints in this one.
and under.
I think it could go either way. I think it can go either way, but I have the Saints winning. Yeah, the over-under on this one, the line is so good, I wouldn't be actually betting it. But if I were to say, I would go under.
Under. All right. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I guess I will go because I don't want Washington to win, actually. They're a division team. So
Yeah, that's
we're
right.
going Saints under. And I'm putting Kamara in my MVP spot. I think this is the game. He comes out and he tears up this defense. They get smart and passing the ball. To Kamara, like if I do the 6 players you pick, Kamara, Scary Terry. You said pick both quarterbacks. I guess Heineke and Jameis, even though that's just, in a showdown, we got to do it that way, yes. And my regular, full slate, not putting either one of those guys in there. But on a showdown, I definitely have Scary Terry. That'd be a good price receiver. Kamara, you're running back against Washington. I think that can happen. And then,
yeah, you wouldn't be able to actually fit all the top 6 players in there, so you'd be mixing and matching. But just make sure that you have a lineup with Terry McLaurin in there. Make sure you have a lineup with Alvin Kamara in there. Throw Marquez in there just for the shot that he can score. It's not a showdown to really go after.
Okay.
But in the main slate, I'm okay with playing Terry McLaurin in the main slate.
But neither one of those quarterbacks, though.
Nah, I'm not playing either one of those quarterbacks. No. I know a lot of people are on Taylor Heineke because of his price. I would rather just play Trey Lance if I'm going down at quarterback.
That's a good one. Yeah. Trey Lance. Is that the next game? What game we got next?
No, yeah. We have Miami and Tampa. The over-under on this one is 47.5. So, Tampa is going to go and just wipe Miami. Miami looks just awful.
How Brissett playing?
Yeah, not great. Jacoby Brissett is, oh my. See, what did he do last week?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Last week he had 199 yards and 2 touchdowns. So
Wow.
15 fantasy points.
Do he-
Nothing to get excited about.
Do you have all three of his targets still? Like Waddle's playing, Fuller and Devontae Parker.
Fuller is out. He went to IR for a finger
Oh,
issue, I believe.
He has to wait, so that's why he put out Devontae Parker though. Parker's still playing.
Yeah.
He was a good fantasy
Yeah.
step before, right?
Well, yeah, and now it seems like he's probably the favorite at Jacoby Brissett. I didn't like Parker so much when Tua was in there. I like Jalen Waddle a lot, and I was excited about Will Fuller coming back. But Jalen Waddle is the number one there. It's just Jacoby Brissett doesn't really know what the hell he's doing.
So we're not using Brissett.
No.
Are you still picking up Waddle?
Oh yeah, I love Waddle. In redraft leagues, I still have Waddle on my teams. Dynasty, love it. Love Waddle. Him and Rondale Moore are two of my favorite wide receivers to come out this year.
It's Brissett reminds me of the old Colts quarterback in the 80s, Jack Trudeau.
Yeah, Trudeau. Oh my.
Trudeau. And then he said, yeah, Fuller broke his finger, Waddle Gretzky, and I think Albert Wilson will play.
Yeah, Gesicki is a good play. He looked like he's getting more involved each week. So we all know if you guys check out, I don't know if you use Player Profiler. Have you heard of Player Profiler before? So it's a website, and you can look at every player, exactly what it sounds like, their profile, and he looks explosive, right? We knew Mike Gesicki coming out of Penn State was going to be an amazing move tight end, and it was just a matter of time. I thought it was going to take an actual new team, but it looks like he's coming on. I mean, last week he had
a good year last year.
He had a good week last week. Yeah, last year he was a top 10, but doesn't take much for a tight end to hit top 10.
True that. That's fact.
Yeah. The last 2 weeks though, he's had 16 and 18 points. So I'm good with that.
That's big climbing. You putting that in the main slate, right?
So for Mike Gesicki at 4,200, yeah.
That's it?
I like it.
Yeah, that'd be my main slate guy right tight end right there, Mike Gesicki. That's nice because they're going against
Tampa. You know that they're going to be playing from behind the entire time.
Because you're saying Tampa, they got good linebackers. They might be able to stop
Gesicki. Yeah, but Gesicki, I'm pretty sure, runs like a 4.47. So he's fast. So and I just feel like Mike Gesicki, he's one of those, anomalies at the tight end position. And he could be amazing. It's just going to take, a quarterback to get him there.
Yeah. And then what about the running backs in this game? Are we getting Fournette this week?
No, I'm okay with Fournette. He's fine.
What about Jones?
In a redraft, he's okay. Ronald Jones is done. He's been in the doghouse since week 1, and I don't think he's coming out.
Because he was so good last year, and it seems like they're not.
He has fumbling issues
all this year.
He just keeps fumbling the ball. Like, he is a great running back. He's terrible in the passing game. They don't trust him. And if Tom Brady doesn't trust you, you don't play.
So we're doing Gronk for sure, right?
Yeah, is Gronk back this week? I don't actually know if Gronk is back. Let's look.
AB's definitely.
Yeah, he's doubtful. So Gronk looks like he's not playing.
Like, that's 3 good receivers, and usually the third one, AB, is the one that's getting all the touchdowns, it seems like, lately.
Oh, yeah. AB is a buy in redraft right now. If you're looking for somebody to trade for, AB would be it. I mean, he missed on a couple of deep targets last week that would have shot him, way over his expectation. Yeah. And you can see that he is that deep threat guy. It's not Mike Evans like it was last year. So that's super important when you're playing in fantasy, because you want those deep targets, because only one of them, and he hits his points.
It seems like it's either Mike or AB as opposed to, where's Galloway been?
No, yeah, Chris Godwin.
Godwin.
Chris Godwin, he's still doing well, actually. Chris Godwin does not have a. Let's look at his last week. Yeah, he had an 8, but before that, he had 19, 16, and 27. So he's still doing well. Chris Godwin is one of the best wide receivers in the league, and so you play him every week. You're going to have up and down weeks because that's just the wide receiver position. They don't, they don't hit every week.
So
and they have all 3.
Yeah.
And all 3 are actually fantasy viable every single week.
Even in daily fantasy?
No. So in daily fantasy, it comes with, salary and everything. You can't fit them all in. So then it makes it really hard.
If you had to pick it on daily fantasy lineup, who are you putting into the daily fantasy lineup for this showdown?
Yeah. If I'm looking at daily fantasy for this late, you're obviously putting Tom Brady in there because it doesn't matter if they're playing somebody bad and it's not a shootout. He can still throw 4 touchdowns because they don't run the ball all that much. And then you're also going to end up playing one of the 3 wide receivers. You're looking at probably AB because he's the cheapest. And then you're going to play Fournette. And then on the other side, you're going to run it back with Waddle.
That sounds nice. And then the kicker probably too, right?
Yeah, you probably put a kicker or something in there.
Kicker. They can probably score a lot of points this game.
Yeah.
And then you said the over-under was what on this one?
Yeah, the over-under on this one is 47.5. They have Tampa Bay scoring 29 points. So that's pretty high for a Miami game at this time.
29 points?
And 47.5 points.
And then what they say they have, so that means how is that for Miami?
Yeah, Miami 18.5 points, and for Tampa it's 29.
So I really think they're gonna go over 29 points. You're looking at 35 points this game at least.
I think it's possible, but I think the line is really good here because I don't know if Miami gets up to that 18 points.
Yeah, that was saying.
That is tough.
Dropping, you might add a couple more points for the Tampa Bay, but drop some points for Miami.
Yeah. I mean, Jacoby Brissett is going to get
demolished.
But
Brissett has good games from time to time, don't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he does, but it's just that offensive line is terrible. So, and that front 7, I mean, if you look at every team that's playing Tampa Bay this year is not running the ball on purpose.
They're coming for Andrews. Rondale Moore was wearing 85. That reminded me of Cardinals receiver legend Rod Tidwell. Show me the money. Just kidding. Rondale changed his number to 4 later. Huh?
Yeah, he did. He actually paid money for that number 4 too.
Why?
Yeah, because it was the Kickers jersey before. But when they were able to switch jersey numbers and whatnot, he paid him off to wear number 4.
You always got to pay. You got to pay for the number.
That's right. You got to pay for that number.
Got to pay for
that. It looks good in that number 4.
So okay, so we got Tampa Bay winning. You say you're going with the under.
That one's tough. Yeah, I would probably say under, but I'm not betting that one.
It could go over with Tom Brady, though.
He you never know.
7 by himself.
That's right.
With those 3 receivers out there, and then you still got. What about the first? You said Gesicki, and if Gronk's not playing, are you playing Howard or Brett?
Yeah, I don't know. You can play Cameron Brate if you're doing a showdown. You're gonna play Cameron Brate, but if not, then no. I'm not looking at him in a main slate.
Neither one of them.
No, and I'm not looking at him in a redraft either. I don't trust them enough. They have too many other weapons that they can use. Cameron Brate is a fine player. He's just not going to be used the way Gronk is used.
Okay. So we got Tampa winning. We're going under, or you said over?
Yeah, I said under, but I was just saying that I'm not betting that one.
Not betting it, but we're going to Yeah. All right.
No.
So
And most of these lines are really good, so you have to feel confident about it, you know?
like, are they usually pretty on the money with the lines?
Yeah.
Are they that close every
No,
time?
yeah, they are. They're usually really close.
Lose the Rocket Room, especially if Finns lose to Jets and the Jags. Yeah, that'd be horrible to lose both of those two teams.
Yeah.
What's the next game on the slate?
Yeah, so this is the game that'll get you excited. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and
Yeah,
Carolina
baby.
Panthers.
Now let's talk to fantasy, baby. Yeah, I'm ready. What's the over under in this one?
Yeah, the over-under on this one is 45. It actually opened at 46 and went down.
45.
You don't see that too often. They have it 20-25 Carolina winning.
What?
Make your case for Philadelphia. I want to hear this.
What? Carolina winning? Oh, hell no. Hell no, they didn't do that. They don't have Christian McCaffrey. They don't have the starting cornerbacks. Who's going to guard Devontae Smith? This is a game I think, whenever, even though I said that against the Niners and I said that against the Cowgirls, but I think this would be the game that it works. Okay, I'm saying that you're not going to be able to guard Devontae Smith. You got to double team him, and then Quez Watkins. We haven't seen him last week. He's going to be one of those players that's starting to come in and out, and in and out. Like one game's going to have a good game. Next game's going to be down. Next game's going to be good. So Quez Watkins, he said, what he said? He said CJ will cover Devontae Smith, CJ Henderson. Come on, my guy, by himself? I don't think so. I like Grant, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's going to have some help there. I think this might be the game that Quez Watkins gets the bomb. But really, I think the play of the week will be Miles Sanders. I think this might be the week. We've seen what Dallas did to him on the running game.
I don't think so.
Zeke had, 117 yards against him last week?
Nick Sirianni doesn't know how to play call. I mean, if you look at Miles Sanders, he was averaging like 7 yards a carry, and then he didn't run him again until almost the second half. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
But
Nick Sirianni doesn't know how.
He heard the whole stadium screaming at him last game. Run
it doesn't
the
help.
ball. Run the ball. And when he ran it, guess what? We scored a touchdown. So hopefully Nick gets his act together and see what Dallas did and runs the ball this week.
Yeah, I do. I have to agree with the line though. Carolina's going to win this game.
What?
Philadelphia is a
We're not losing.
They're a poorly built organization though right now. Very poorly built. Their offensive line is great when healthy. Like you have an awesome offensive line, but they're all over 30 and now they're all hurt.
But
so
listen, we only had Jason Kelsey last week, right?
Yeah.
And the rest were all young guys, and we had a good game. Our offense didn't lose the game. Our defense lost that game. Not all.
And the defense, how are they going to stop DJ Moore?
We were able to go toe-to-toe with Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They don't have
the Chiefs don't have a good defense.
And I'm a USC fan. I love Sam Darnold.
And look at what Tyreek Hill did.
He's not doing anything close to what.
What did Tyreek do? He scored a 50.
Because Tyreek. How many quarterbacks in the league can stop Tyreek Hill?
No, but I'm saying you're not going to be able to cover DJ Moore. DJ Moore probably going to go for 30.
What? We shut down. CeeDee Lamb's better than DJ Moore.
No, stop it. No, he's not.
Amari Cooper's better than Deebo Samuels.
No, Deebo is not better than DJ Moore.
You don't think Deebo? You don't think Amari? You don't think CD? You don't think?
No. Not at this stage, Amari's not. But Amari is, he's close, but Amari's been hurt. He has cracked ribs out there.
Ridley's not better than Moore?
No, absolutely not. I would way rather own DJ Moore in Dynasty right now than I would Calvin Ridley.
Wow.
Absolutely.
DJ Moore's rookie, right?
But no, DJ Moore came out the same year as Calvin Ridley. He went a couple of slots ahead of him, actually, in the draft.
But why am I only hearing about DJ Moore this year, really?
I don't know. Because Carolina wasn't, in the spotlight because they were trash.
Hmm.
That's
I'm not
probably why.
worried because Big Play Slay is going to be on him.
Yeah, he's kind of done at cornerback.
What are you talking about? He's the
Darius
only
Slay,
quarterback making tackles out there.
he was good before he went to Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's because Jim
And
Ford.
ever since he went to Philadelphia, he doesn't play well.
He's been playing good this season. Our secondary is not the problem.
Okay.
It's our linebackers and our defensive actual play calls.
Yeah, play calling is terrible.
It's super terrible.
And that's not going to change.
But if you look at the top receivers that we went against, everybody's top receivers, we pretty much held them in check. We played the three of the best tight ends and kept them all under 50 yards. Kittles didn't do nothing against us. Kels didn't do nothing really against us. And
didn't do anything because look, they didn't have to use them. Tyreek Hill went for 3 touchdowns, 200 yards.
Hey, the cheetah would do it against anybody. I'm not gonna just let you dog my secondary because we had linebackers on them.
Yeah, it's bad. It's okay. I'm a Cardinal fan. I've lived in the bottom of the barrel for years. We're finally coming out of it, and maybe
we're going to the playoffs this year.
No,
stop
it. No,
facts.
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Oh gosh,
playoffs.
No,
write it down. Put it in your computer. You heard Birdgang saying here, we're going to the playoffs. We will be the NFC East champions.
Oh my!
You gotta realize these first 6 games are the hardest games of the season.
Yeah,
right now we're 1-3. I think we're gonna be 2-3 after this weekend, and then we got Tampa Bay. They have a short week. Maybe we win that game because Tom's kind of old, and maybe we put a hit on number 2. So we might get lucky there. We're gonna have some players coming back. I'm hoping we win that game. But even if we lose that game, then we go to Las Vegas and Detroit.
Eagles fans are like Cowboy fans. Kind of delusional.
You think we're delusional? What? You think the Panthers are going to beat us this week?
Yeah, for sure.
Now it's a for sure.
I don't think
know why you think you have a chance for sure. Look who we lost to, my guy. We lost to the Niners, who's awesome, playoff contending team. The Cowgirls, which I hate them to death, but they definitely got an awesome offense.
They're a good offense.
They're playoff caliber team, and the Chiefs to back-to-back Super Bowls. So why would you think?
And the Panthers
teams. The Panthers are not even a playoff contention type team. They don't have Christian McCaffrey. They don't have their number 1 cornerback.
So Christian McCaffrey actually might be back this week, and if Christian McCaffrey is playing this week, play him in your lineups.
Thanks. Are you playing Sam Darnold?
Yeah, I'll play Sam Darnold
over Jalen Hurts
for sure. No, not over Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is he's a lock. I mean, he's a top 4 quarterback in the league right now in fantasy. So I think you play Jalen Hurts every single week. He can play bad and still get you there.
Said about this game so far. Say it again for me. You play Jalen Hurts every week.
Oh, every week. Yeah. I love Jalen Hurts. I'm actually a Jalen Hurts fan. I had him ranked, much higher than most when he was coming out of college. I thought, my
that close, he said. That freaking close.
Yeah,
I think we light up. How you like this one? I think we light up the Panthers this week.
Oh.
Like on fire, gosh. Like Dallas did them, but worse.
I want you to put money on this game. You need to take this and put, so the implied total is 20 to 24. You can play the spread.
So what is a 1-point spread?
So it's a 4-point spread.
20 to 24.
Yeah, it's a 4.5 actually. It's 20.75 to 24.25.
For the Panthers in Vegas, they said?
Yeah, it's a 4-point spread.
So you give me the Eagles plus have 4 points?
Yep.
Oh, I'm playing that all day. I'm going.
All right.
I'm going to go play. I'm playing that all day.
Check with me after Sunday.
I will. I'm going to hit that up after we get off here. 4 points Eagles against the Panthers. With
Yeah.
nobody really on their team. They're all hurt too.
Oh, they're not though.
We just put up 30 points on the Chiefs.
Playing catch up. You
One
have
of
to
those.
remember.
But you got to realize Jalen threw 3 touchdowns. I got called back too. We should have had like 45. We should have beat the Chiefs, to be honest.
Okay.
Right?
Well,
he not
no,
have penalties?
they're playing catch up. You can't add on points, right? Because you did end up scoring.
I
No,
got
it's
you, bro.
cool though. It's
I
cool.
got you. Okay. So give me some what? All right, network. J5 network. Thanks for coming through, my guy. Give me some people. I am gonna do it.
Yeah,
I am
so
gonna do it.
Miles Sanders
I
is a
got
tough.
it. Everybody, y'all Eagle fans, they're saying that the Eagles will lose with 4.5 point spread. I want all you guys to go take that bet right now. Put your rent money on it because you're going to get it back.
No, don't put your rent money on that.
One.
You'll be having people out there in the streets be putting rent money on that. They'll be coming after you.
Oh, we're going to get them. Yeah, Smokeline. You don't know about the bleed green over here. We're going to win this game. He goes, I'm taking the spread. Yeah, you take that. And make sure you put a lot of money so we can make that money back over here. Yeah, I'll take that all day. Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, and I think this is going to be the game we use Miles Sanders. That's why I think we're going to win this game.
I saw somebody in chat said that he's from Arizona. He doesn't know about bleeding green. That's funny. I live in Arizona, but I'm actually from Pennsylvania.
What?
Yeah, I'm from Erie.
And you're not an Eagles fan?
No, and I'm not a Pittsburgh fan either, which is majority of the people up in Erie.
Why don't you like the Eagles?
What the Eagles my family grew up a Cowboy fan, actually. Oh. I switched to the Arizona Cardinals when Fitzgerald, so I followed him. Yeah. And then I ended up coming here just, from being in the military and everything sent me here, and I stayed when I got out. But I want you to take that bet. Let me know how it goes.
I'm going to let you know how it goes. Give me some.
What are your thoughts about Miles Sanders, honestly? Like, do you play him?
Top 5 back in the league if they gave him the ball.
Right, but do you play him? Do you really trust him right now? I mean, you probably took him in the 3rd or 4th round of your draft, so you're kind of in a bad spot. Yep. I love Miles Sanders also. I thought he was great coming out of Penn State. I was, a huge Miles Sanders guy. I was like, everyone didn't know about Miles Sanders' name just because Saquon Barkley was playing ahead of him. That is the only reason. Or he would have been, at the top of the leaderboards. And
rent is due.
It sucks. It sucks for Miles Sanders because I feel like the coaching staff doesn't trust him. I know there were beat reporters this offseason saying that he can't catch the ball in practice and everything. And you can see they're not throwing the ball.
We were only down by 5 points going into the 4th quarter against KC. And I think KC is like light years better than the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue that the Kansas City is a better team. But I do believe that the Eagles can't beat the Panthers. It's going to be a tough game.
What?
Yeah, there's too many holes. Like, they have good players, but they have too many
linebackers. It's not the holes. We got the players. We just need the coaches to get their heads out of their butts.
Yeah, and your line is terrible.
No,
and
it's
you
not.
have a lot of old. No, they're hurt.
But
they were good, but then they got hurt.
But they've been hurt. You're looking at Jack Driscoll, Herbert, and they have not given up sacks. Andre Dillon, who everybody thought was garbage. Yes, he's made a couple of bad penalties in key situations, but he's not giving up sacks.
Well, yeah, not with Jalen Hurts.
No.
He runs a 4.42. That's why.
Well,
but he's not able to air it out. But I do like.
He threw for 389.
I know he had a great game. I'm not going to talk shit on Jalen Hurts. I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. I'm just looking at it from a betting perspective. I would not bet on the Eagles this week. That's all.
Okay, let's see if we can get anything good. What fantasy players are you putting in your lineup?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. That's it on that side. I like Devonta Smith a lot as a talent, but the way the offense runs, it's not enough through him. I do like him a lot, but you know what I mean? He has the opportunity to get there, but he doesn't always happen. On the other side of the ball, Sam
He's like the
Darnold,
best
you have to
route
play.
runner in the league
Yeah, he is one of the
as a
best in the league.
rookie.
Yeah, he's amazing. Devonta Smith is great. I thought Devonta Smith was the best wide receiver to come out this year. Him and Jamar Chase were like neck and neck. Yeah, I was in the Air Force.
The Air Force, yeah.
Yeah, on the other side of the ball though, you can play Sam Darnold. I wouldn't don't get skewed by his numbers because you can see that he has like negative number last week. He had like negative rushing yards, but 2 touchdowns. That's not going to happen every single week where he's able to rush in. I don't see that happening going forward. They've been kind of just forgetting about him back there, and he's been rushing. I don't think the Eagles allow him to rush a touchdown, but he's still going to he has an opportunity to throw for 300 yards.
How?
Because
When
this is going to be a
Fletcher
shootout.
Cox in his face and Javon Hargrave, who is right now the best interior lineman in the NFL. He has better pressure, better everything.
He's good.
Even more than Aaron Donald right now.
Yeah.
Hargrave is the man.
No, I agree with you. He is good. And they are going to get pressure on Sam Darnold. But there are a lot of weapons over there on Carolina.
Who? If Christian play,
DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, if he ends up playing, which it looks like he is going. They have Robbie Anderson. Terrace Marshall could, start stepping up.
And we got Big Play Slay, and we got Nelson Island over there.
Yeah, but I just don't trust cornerbacks against elite wide receivers.
You can trust Big Play Slay.
No.
He shuts them down.
Yeah.
The only reason why Mr. Tyreek Hill went off because
Tyreek Hill just kind of demoralized him.
Tyreek Hill. Our stupid coach had linebackers on Tyreek Hill most of the game in that stupid zone that we run.
Yeah, and that's what hurts Slay so much is because if you look at what Slay played when he was in Detroit and before that, he played man-to-man. That's what he's good at. But Philadelphia plays a lot of zone. And he doesn't know how to play zone very well. So he gets beat all the time.
And Sam Darnold does not like pressure.
No, that's true.
So
that's true. But Sam Darnold is playing good this year.
I like Sammy D. So I don't hate on him too much because he's my boy. Like I said, USC, go fight Trojan. But this week, you're not my boy. And I think Fletcher and those boys get to you. And guess what? You cut the head off the snake, DJ Moore doesn't get the ball. And Robbie definitely don't get the ball because he's a deep threat guy. So you got to take a minute. That's like a 5 to 7 step drop. And I don't think he's going to have that much time this week.
So you're saying DJ Moore, you don't play him in fantasy this week?
I wouldn't play nobody on the Panthers.
How? Come on.
Unless you're playing like a showdown, individual matchup.
Yeah, no.
Let me tell you, if I was playing a showdown,
don't take him out.
6 players that you have, you got Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert, and since you got to pick somebody on their team, DJ Moore.
Yeah, you're going to play DJ Moore.
That's one person. He's not no Tyreek Hill, though. So I'm not worried about him.
He's not Tyreek Hill, but I was just looking up Awesome O's. So they do projections every week, and they're projecting DJ Moore at 19.49 points. So that's good for wide receiver.
Against us? They think DJ Moore.
Yeah, so wide receiver 8 this week.
Us?
Yeah.
I don't know about this site. You might want to look at a different site. That's like not giving no good information. That's not good. That's not no good intel right there.
Come on, man.
DJ Moore got to get 20 points on it. Woo!
So the site that I'm using, you should check it out though. It's Awesemo is what it's called. It's by Alex Baker. He's the #1 DFS player in the world. He's
Yeah.
won like millions. It's ridiculous. He's insane.
Have you won millions?
No. He's won millions. I haven't won. I won like $32.
That's what I win right now. And I don't even go to Osmo.
You know? Yeah, I only play like dollars, up to $5. I'm not putting $100, $150 down, or some of them play for 20 grand. No.
I always try the $9 game. Because like usually you still win something. Like you get your $9 back at least if you have somewhat of a good lineup.
Yeah. But play DJ Moore.
And who else are you playing on the Panthers since they're so awesome?
No,
Yeah,
DJ Moore,
DJ
Christian
Moore.
McCaffrey, that's it. I'm not playing anyone else.
But if Christian doesn't play, are you playing Chuba?
Well, probably because I have to. Not in DFS, I'm not playing Chuba, but in redraft league, I'm probably guessing that I have Chuba because Christian McCaffrey went down, so I'm playing him. I'm just not expecting anything crazy.
Yeah, he's so funny. Oh, sorry, my God, she's funny. She's so funny. Hey, we need to get him his ranch. Hey, I got you. After this video, I got you your ranch, my guy. And she goes, I'm 4'10". Yeah, she's my little elf. I was going to be the first woman sniper, right?
Oh, my.
That's a good one, baby. That's a good one. Oh, man. That's funny. And so, only players you're playing for the Eagles, you said?
Yeah, the Eagles, I just want Jalen Hurts.
That's it. You're not playing Goddard. You're not playing Ertz. You're not playing Devontae.
No, not at the price.
You're not playing.
I'll play Goddard in a redraft league.
Ertz is cheap. He's a cheap tight end.
Ertz is a cheap tight end, but he's right down there with Gesicki, so I'll probably just play Gesicki.
I guess starter over someone that split time. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Man.
But I like the Panthers. You like the Eagles. We'll have to revisit this one.
We're definitely going to revisit this one, my guy.
All right.
You should take the bet too then, since you're going. Why don't you take the bet that the Panthers are going to cover the spread?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
And I'm going to take the bet that the Eagles are going to
Let's do it.
destroy the spread. Because I'm saying it's not even going to be
Destroy.
close, my guy. Like, we're going to win by at least double digits.
Okay.
Double-digit win. And watch, I'm going to call you on Monday. I'm like, hey, remember I told you, when the Eagles won 31-10, you're going to be like, dang, you're right, Birdgang. I should have picked the Eagles too, man. I lost some money that day.
That's right.
All right, so we both split on there. But what was over-under?
Over-under on that game is 45.
45.
I think that's a good line. You probably go over.
If I can go over.
Anything.
Over Eagles, and you're going to say Panthers over-under.
So 24 points is pretty good for Carolina, and 20 points is good for the Eagles. So if I did the over-under, it's just the over-under of the total, which is 45 points. I think it could go to, 47 points. So why not?
Over. Okay. Panthers, I can't believe that. You just said, I can't wait till we get to you. All right. Is that the next one? The Lions-Vikings?
We can do the Lions-Vikings. That's fine.
All right, let's do that one then, since he wants to know. Lions-Vikings next.
All right. Yeah, that over-under is 49 points. So they have the Lions at 20 and the Vikings at 29. And this game, absolutely, you're going to go after Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen because the Lions have lost their whole secondary. And they get torched every week.
So you think they can get more points? So you think?
Yeah, Justin Jefferson's going to kill it this week.
Justin Jefferson and Thielen.
Yeah, they're going to kill it. And if Dalvin Cook ends up playing, we all know what Dalvin Cook can do.
Right.
And this Lions defense is just, it's bad. They have a good defensive tackle, but that's about it. That's about it.
So,
And I
but
do like on the
Hawkinson,
other side though, DeAndre Swift. I know I was touting DeAndre Swift last week. He didn't do as well as what I expected because the coach came out and said we need to get DeAndre Swift even more involved, even though he was averaging like 8 or 9 targets a game. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe he gets up to 11. Didn't happen, but it could happen this week because they're going to be playing from behind
what about
again.
Hawkinson? You get him in there?
Yeah, you have to play Hawkinson. You have to.
You know, it's a
In
disappointment.
DFS, he's burnt me a couple times this year, but you just keep going back to that well.
You know, who's really disappointed me on their team? My boy from USC, St. Brown. Amon Ross.
Really?
He hasn't really been doing nothing.
Yeah, I didn't honestly expect him to.
He did.
No, I
thought
did
he was
not
gonna be their
think.
number one receiver.
Yeah, I know a lot of people said that, but when you're just scouting Amon Ross St. Brown, he didn't come off as a number one type of receiver. He's a slot guy. He's not very good at anything. You know, he's okay at everything, but he's not good at anything. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not that guy. He's not going to turn into, one of the prolific slot receivers like Cooper Cup or something like that. It's not going to happen. He's an okay player.
Cypress for a low budget play.
What's that?
His name's Cypress.
Oh yeah.
Cypress.
Quintez Cephas, I think is his name.
Yeah. You picking him as a low budget?
Yeah, I do like Quintez Cephas. He seems like the number one on that team. He's getting targets everywhere and play him.
So
and he's cheap.
Cypress, are you playing the quarterback? Goff?
No, Jared Goff, absolutely not.
Trash.
Only if I have to. It's not so much as I think that Jared Goff is a horrible quarterback. I think he's, middle of the road. It's just the offense is bad. The defense is bad. Just this team is bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are garbage, yeah.
Yeah, they're just a bad team, but they have been competing this year, which is very surprising. So they've exceeded my expectations already, even though they haven't won games.
So who do you think winning this game?
Yeah, Minnesota's taking this game easy.
Over?
No, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. No, yeah, the line is at 49 points. Absolutely not going over on that.
Okay. So under Minnesota, I can agree with that. And then the top 4 players would be Thielen, Jefferson.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Hawkinson,
oh my God.
And Swift.
Oh, and Cook.
Yeah. Are you putting Kirk Cousins in your lineup?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is an interesting pick. I would have to know which 2 quarterbacks you're looking at, but he's been fine. He's been fine play every week. So I'm okay with it, especially in a 2 quarterback league. Yeah, you're going to play him.
Okay. And what we got next?
So we can go over the Tennessee Titans and Jacksonville Jaguar game. This one is gross. I mean, the Jags might, I guess, maybe get their first win. Tennessee just not playing well.
You think the Jags can beat Tennessee?
It's just Tennessee has not been playing very well at all. Their defense is absolutely horrible. They made Zach Wilson look like he was an okay quarterback last week. And that he hasn't been able to move the ball until last week. Derrick Henry's a badass, and he's going to, continue to run it down the throat. So if they're going to win this game, he's going to go for over 200.
You know what I'm really surprised about? Julio Jones' poor play.
Well, yeah, and he's also been out. So him and A.J. Brown still out. I saw A.J. Brown came back to practice today, but they didn't say that he was playing yet. So he might, because he did come back to practice pretty early. If he plays, they have a lot better chance of winning. But the guys that they're playing with right now, I mean, Westbrook and Ikon, or I don't know his last name, they're just throwaways.
Yeah.
They're not anything to get excited about. Ryan Tannehill has no time. The offensive lines looked awful this year. I mean, I remember watching the first game of the season, Arizona Cardinals just destroyed them. It was bad. I mean, Chandler Jones had like 5 sacks that game.
Ooh,
It was insane.
dang, that's a lot of sacks.
Yeah, he got the record for the Cardinals on that game. He tied it.
So
It was wild.
that the Titans are losing to the Jags.
I think it's possible, yeah. Right now, they have the Titans at an implied total of 26.75 points and the Jags at 22.25. So this is one that, you could win some money on because the Jaguars absolutely could win this game. You could also lose because Derrick Henry is on the other side. And if they just let him go,
it's a wrap.
It's over.
So what fantasy players are you taking off the Jaguars? Are you going with Trevor Lawrence?
No. If you're gonna play anybody, it's gonna be James Robinson. I like James Robinson. He's a good play. He's actually a really good play in Dynasty in DraftKings this week. Because he's kind of that middle tier. James Robinson is going, where is his number? At 6,000. So that's actually really good. I think he's going to help you build, strong lineups. Getting a guy in there at 6K, I like it. I think you can run it back with Derrick Henry. Put them both in the same thing.
Robinson and Henry together?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I think you can. Because you're going to have to really pay up if you want to play Derrick Henry this week. He's at 8K. So.
Yeah. And what about Tannehill?
No, I'm not touching Tannehill. I'm not touching Lawrence.
Receivers?
No one else. Unless, what's that?
Is Shark playing this week?
Yeah, DJ Chark is out. He went to IR.
Okay.
You have LaVisca Chenault. He'd be the most exciting player, I guess, to play. But his average depth of target is like 4 yards, so he has to score. It did look like last game because DJ Chark got injured that he's finally playing a little bit more downfield, which is exciting. So keep your eye on LaVisca, and if he's on the waiver wire, absolutely pick him up because he could end up becoming what we all expected him to come out of college. Like, he looked like AJ Brown. I mean, he's not as prolific as AJ Brown, but his build and everything that he's good at is an AJ Brown type of player. And they're both, real big, strong guys that are good at after the catch. And that's what he's good for.
And if AJ Brown plays, are we playing him?
Yeah, you have to. Not in DFS, I'm not playing him, but in your redraft league, yeah, you have to put him in.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And they don't have any tight ends, huh?
No, neither of them. I don't want either tight end.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's a couple from that game there. Which game we got next?
Yeah, so we got the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is one of the lowest implied totals of only 40 points. Pittsburgh looks atrocious this year. It's sad to see what they're doing. It's awful. And then Denver, it was looking really good, but then Drew Lock started playing because Teddy B got hurt. I think he had a concussion. They haven't gotten him out of the concussion protocol. So right now, I think Drew Lock is starting. And if that happens, just don't watch the game.
Just don't watch the game.
Just turn it off. If you're gonna bet on it, go ahead. Just don't look at it because it's gonna be an ugly game.
Man.
You don't want to really play anybody from this. I mean, you could play Cortland Sutton if you wanted. That's about it. I mean, you're not wanting to play Juju. You could play Najee Harris because he plays 100% of the snaps, but he's averaging 3.2 yards a carry, something low like that. So I'm not super excited about that, but I do like the usage. So play Najee Harris in your redraft league. I'm just saying, don't pay for him in DraftKings or Yahoo, FanDuel, any of that daily fantasy. I'm not paying for Najee Harris because he has to score to really hit it. He does get a lot of work in the passing game, so I understand it. It's gross.
Do you not get none of those stud receivers over there in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Deontay Johnson be the only one that you're looking at just because he gets so many targets also. Claypool, we don't know if he's going to be back this week. Juju, his targets are awful because they're super close to the line of scrimmage. Also, he has to fall in the end zone to be relevant. I'm not excited about it.
Man.
Yeah.
Stay away from this game, guys.
Yeah, just stay away.
Like a good game you guys want to be putting in your fantasy there. Except for I do have Najee in one of my leagues. Yeah.
Yeah, Najee is a good player. He really is. It's just that offensive line's bad.
What about Big Ben? You think he's coming out
He's
of
awful.
He has
It's
been.
over.
Sometimes Big Ben starts out the season slow.
Yeah, I think Big Ben's just washed.
You
He's
think
just
he's done?
dust. Yeah. It's over. He should have hung him up already.
Hey,
Just
all right.
we've seen enough. The Chicago versus the Las Vegas Raiders. That's an exciting game because you know that Derek Carr is going to come back against that defeat that he had against the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Bears are not going to win this game, but it's good to see, Justin Fields play another game. He looked much better week 2 than he did the first week he played, and he just need reps.
Are you at a point where you play Justin Fields yet?
No, I don't think confidently you can't.
What about
I'm just not getting there. It might be a little better this week because of David Montgomery being out and Damian Williams being in there, but I think Damian Williams is okay. I don't think Damian Williams is a bad running back. So I think he's somebody actually you should be looking at in your waivers if he's there. You pick him up. You pay your fab. You pay for him because David Montgomery might miss significant time.
What about Mooney for a receiver?
I like Darnell Mooney a lot, especially with Justin Fields because Justin Fields likes to throw the ball 40, 50 yards.
Uh-huh.
But he's one of those guys that you're putting in your lineup to take you above what your expected total is, if that makes sense. So say, you have an expected total and it's lower than your opponent that week. You throw Darnell Mooney in there just for the hope that he hits and he hits big. Yeah. And so that you can go above your expected total and win the week.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Komet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't think he's there yet with Justin Fields. I don't even like Allen Robinson.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about him. Not
with Justin Fields, I don't. If Andy Dalton plays, yeah, I'm back on Allen Robinson, but not with Justin Fields, not yet. Nope. Let him show me first.
Then who from the other team are you starting?
Yeah, from the Raiders, you can play Ruggs. You can see it every week. He's getting at least 2 or 3 deep shots, and he's connecting multiple times. Bryan Edwards, you don't want to play him. He's not even getting looks, really. Josh Jacobs looks like dust already. He looks terrible. I don't even know what happened in just like 1 year, but he looks absolutely atrocious right now. I'm out on Josh Jacobs. I wouldn't even play him in redraft right now.
Waller,
you play every week. He's still, the second best tight end in the league. And he gets targets.
Behind who?
But behind Kelsey.
What about Kittles?
Kittles is an amazing football player, but he just doesn't get as much targets as, and opportunity. There's more players on that team. But Kittle, the last 2 weeks, has seen like 20-something targets. So who knows? Yeah. They can fight for the second and third position. But there's a huge drop-off after those 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you said Waller? What about Hunter Renfrow?
No, I like Hunter Renfrow in showdowns and stuff, but I don't want him in my redraft league.
No lineups.
Nah, I'm not excited about that.
That's a low buy, buy low.
Yeah, he's buy low for sure, but I'm not looking to buy him
at all. He's staying on that waiver, right?
Nah, I'll just let him be, unless I'm in a deep league.
Who's winning the game?
Yeah, the Raiders are going to take that game.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be too tough for them.
And over or under?
Yeah, their over-under is 44.5. That's a good line. Um, I would take the over for it, honestly, because I think that the Raiders can score more than 25 points.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that happen, especially if Ruds go off.
Yeah, right.
And what's the next one?
Yeah, so we have the Browns versus the Chargers. This one is weird because it could be like a sneaky shootout that you're not thinking about because of how bad the Browns played last week, even though they won in Minnesota. It was just an awful game. But when you rewatch the game, Baker Mayfield missed Odell Beckham like 3 different times for really big touchdowns. So Odell Beckham, I think you play him this week. Go back to it. I know he hurt you last week, but just go back. You know, in fantasy, you have to have that short-term memory.
Yeah.
Short-term, move on next week. You know what the player is, what he can do, and you throw him back in there. We might have just been a week off.
Yeah.
The Chargers side, you're playing everybody. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Justin Herbert. They're awesome.
Gates. I mean, not Gates. Cooks.
Yeah, you can play Jared Cook. I'm not, a huge fan, but how many tight ends are really viable?
Right.
Play Jared Cook. And I say the Chargers win this one. I know it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be really tough.
Who are you playing on the other side?
Yeah. So for the Browns, you're playing Nick Chubb. I think you can play Kareem Hunt if you need him in your flex.
As a flex.
And you're playing Odell Beckham. I'm not looking to play Baker Mayfield, though.
What about the tight end and Donkey or whatever?
No, so Austin Hooper, I mean, he hasn't panned out like he did when he was in Atlanta. But in Atlanta, he was getting over 100 targets, so that's really what happened. Just the targets got consolidated.
Over there.
Yeah, and he shares it right because he has David Njoku over there, and I can't think of the other guy's name.
That's what I was thinking might be a good low budget tight end. Njoku.
Yeah, Njoku's awesome, but we're waiting for him to go to a new team. Yeah, some tight ends it takes, a team to break out. You know what I mean? They break out in their second team a lot.
Instead of being like on a team where he's splitting, he can be the main guy on that team, then maybe
exactly.
That's
really and his profile is amazing. I mean, Njoku was so good in Miami. Oh my gosh. Him and OJ Howard both came out the same year. They were both really, really good prospects, and neither of them panned out.
Well, you think because they brought in Gronk over there in Tampa Bay, why?
I think OJ Howard, I mean, he was there a couple years before Gronk ever came. So,
but he was good.
He was okay. He never hit like everyone expected, but it takes time. Mm-hmm. And Gronk definitely does not make it easier.
Yeah. Gronk came back with vengeance.
Yeah, but on that one, I think I would take the Chargers, but I wouldn't be mad if you took the Browns.
Okay.
I think that one's close.
Who we got next?
Yeah, so we have San Francisco and the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, the game that I wanted to talk about again.
Yeah.
Mr. Panther. No.
I think this is going to be a close game. I really do. Because those division games are always close. I'm obviously going to say that the Arizona Cardinals are going to win this game, but it will be a hard-fought battle. The San Francisco 49ers defense is still pretty good. Their corners are a little suspect, and you're not going to be able to cover everyone Arizona has. The thing about Arizona is that you look at last year, they had to funnel all targets to DeAndre Hopkins. This year, they don't have to do that. Christian Kirk is playing much better. Now they have A.J. Green and Rondale Moore stretching the field. It just helps. And Chase Edmonds is playing a lot more. He looks amazing out of the passing game. And James Conner is falling into the end zone. Yeah, I mean, fantasy-wise, you're absolutely playing Kyler.
For the other team, because you named off all your players.
No. Yeah, so San Francisco.
Kyler, Hopkins.
Yeah, you're playing.
Kirk.
Well, no, that's too far. I don't know if we're playing Kirk. Those are more tournament plays than they are, your redraft play.
So
Play Christian Kirk in a tournament play. I like that. I on the other side, Trey Lance is a great tournament play also, but I think he's going to be chalky this week. So I don't know so much if you want to go that way, but he's so cheap. He's like 5,700.
like
So
Trey
you can
Lance,
make amazing lineups. Trey
yeah.
Lance had 20 points, 20 fantasy points last week. So, and he
Wow.
didn't even play the whole game.
But I think
He had,
everybody's expecting them to light it up this week.
yes, I do too. I think so. But Arizona's defense is actually improved.
Pretty.
It's pretty good. It's not like it was the last couple years. And it all comes from the pressure. You have Chandler Jones and JJ Watt on the same team.
Yeah. Oh, that's healthy.
Right? I mean,
Problem.
it's hard to stop those guys.
That's the problem.
Yeah, so this implied total is one of the highest. It opened at actually 53.5 and it's went down to 50.5. I think that Vegas is just learning.
Chenault. Are we doing Debo? We're doing Chenault. We're doing
Yeah,
Mitchell.
you're doing Debo
Kittle.
for sure. Brandon Ayuk, I think, is a sneaky play. I would play him.
Kittle. Obviously.
Yeah, you play Kittle because he has to be played.
Yeah.
Every week. Yeah, and Debo, he's killing it right now. Oh my gosh, Debo Samuel looks so good right now, and he's getting so many targets.
What about the running backs?
Yeah, no, I'm not all in on the running backs just because Trey Sermon looks like he's going to start again, and I guess if you need a spot starter, then go ahead, but I'm not looking to start him if I don't have to. He's slow.
And then you say you're starting Connor?
No. He fell in the end zone the last couple of weeks, but if he doesn't fall into the end zone, he's not going to have a good week for you. He's looking at like 4 or 5 points. So I bench James Conner. I know he's fallen into the end zone a lot, but I don't trust him. Chase Edmonds, I think you can play just because I feel like there's shootout potential in this game, and you're looking for those pass catchers. And Chase Edmonds is a top 10 in targets running back right now. So you play him.
Okay. So, of course, you got the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Over, under.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Cardinals.
I do. They have it at 50.5, and I think it goes over. I think the line at 53.5 was good before.
Well, you're crazy because I think the San Francisco 49ers and my boy CG Ruthless team is going to dominate the Cardinals. They're going to win 35-31 over.
That's not a domination. That's not dominance. Oh.
No, that actually, since it is Trey Lance's first game, I'm probably going to have to go with the Cardinals as well.
Yeah.
And
the Cardinals, like they,
Kyler Murray's
I'm not like a homer and whatnot. I look at it, and it makes me nervous that going up against the 49ers, because you never know who wins those division games. They're always all over the place. But numbers wise, it says that the Cardinals should win this game.
Marco Wilson, the show thrower. Who's Marco Wilson?
He's a cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals. When he was in college, he got kicked out of the school, I think, for doing some stupid on the field. I can't think of what it was, but I remember he did something stupid.
Does he play? Is he a starter?
Yeah, he's a starter. Yeah,
can he cover Debo?
And he's gonna try.
He's gonna try.
No, it'll be Byron Murphy mostly on him, and yeah, Byron Murphy's been really good this year.
And this is you guys' first meeting with him, right?
Yeah.
First season.
Yeah, but we just took out Cooper Kupp last week, so we'll see.
We'll see, but Cooper, right?
Yeah,
he's one.
Yeah,
there's a lot of targets over there.
Oh, here's another fun one you'll enjoy: the New York Giants or the Dallas Cowboys. Which one do you even want to win this game?
The little Giants.
Yeah, just because the record of the Cowboys is better.
Facts.
That's it.
Facts. Because I do not believe in Danny Food Stamps. I
No,
don't think he's a quarterback.
no, Danny Dimes.
No
You're
Danny
not
Food
in.
Stamps on this show. He's not worth real money. It's garbage.
Danny Napkin.
He's had his one game of fame last week and got him a W. So, yeah, I hope he can pull it off again for the second time.
Hey, we'll see.
Because like you say, division games are always we play.
Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah, no matter how crappy the record is, the game always seems to be a lot tighter. So I'm praying someone can stop these Cowboys from winning so we can start catching back up. And after we beat the Panthers, we can be that one game closer to being back at the head of the top of the division again. So let's go, G-Men! Woo! But who would I pick on their team for fantasy-wise?
Saquon
Barkley. He's been doing decent. And maybe Galladay. He had a decent game last week.
Yeah.
But that's I can't go.
So Saquon had a good week last week, and you could see from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 to week 4, his playing time and his usage went up and up and up. It looks like he's finally getting close to that 100% healthy, and I think he's back. I really do.
How long?
How long is he back? I don't know.
That's all I need him to do.
I don't know.
He can get hurt in the fourth quarter after they won. But I need Saquon all game long, giving it to the Dallas Cowboys this week for sure. Like, I want to see them win. Do I believe they're gonna win? Earlier today I had a Giants fan on the show, and they were not giving me any hope. They thought they were gonna lose.
I think it's
25. I'm like, what are you saying? You think your team is gonna lose to the Cowgirls?
I mean,
it's gonna be a tough one.
Would you really bet on the Giants beating the Cowboys?
Yes, because you'll win a lot if it actually happened.
No, I don't think it's a good bet.
It's not a good bet, but it's a good bet in terms of
it's not a good bet.
Like, the odds will be in your favor. So if the Giants did win, you probably
you make money, but the reason you make money is because it's such a. I mean, it's a 7.5 point spread. That's saying the Cowboys are almost a guaranteed win.
Well, 7.5 point is a guaranteed win for sure. But I'll take that. Giants plus 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, I say the Cowboys win this.
What was the over-under?
And the over-under on this is 52. Yeah.
Under.
52 points. And I think that, I don't know. I think it's close.
I think it'll be under. I think they're going to score points.
I think it'll be under too, just because those division games.
It's a division game. It's going to get played tough.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, especially in the NFC East, they feel like they have to show each other how strong they are. So they start running the ball even more.
You guys do over there.
It's different. They throw the ball everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it becomes a crazy high-scoring game, and then, we've had San Francisco's number for a little while, though, so.
Yeah. Everybody's had the Giants' number. They've been garbage.
Yeah, the Giants are just garbage, though.
But who they just beat?
Atlanta?
Last week they beat.
Right?
They lost to Atlanta.
Oh, was it Minnesota?
They beat Minnesota last week. It was Minnesota or Tampa. Not Tampa.
We're gonna look it up.
Let's look it up.
Yeah. They beat the Saints.
Yeah.
In overtime.
The Saints.
Yeah, they lost to the Falcons.
Woo! They beat the Saints. You said the Saints were good. So
the Saints are an okay. I don't know. I guess the New Orleans Saints can be good. They're a weird team this year. They're really up and down.
Right? The Cowboys defense is like they're going off of turnovers. Is the reason why they say their
Yeah.
defense is so good.
No,
That's
yeah, that's right.
garbage. But Diggs is amazing this year. He
Yeah,
has that
Diggs is
perfect
awesome, and
each
so is
game.
Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
Micah Parsons real.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's going to be amazing for the next 10 years. But I do agree with you about the Dallas defense. They're winning on turnovers, but they're giving up, 350, 400-yard games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Danny Food Stamps decides to get it together,
yeah, who's he going to throw it to? I mean, Sterling Shepard's hurt. I don't know if Darius is coming back. I guess they have Tony. They could maybe Kadarius Tony gets, right? But Galloway hasn't done a damn thing all year.
Last week, right? Look at his stats last
terrible.
week. I thought he had. They said the person had on said he had a good week last week.
So Kenny Golladay had 116 yards last week.
Yeah.
So he did okay. And Kadarius Tony had 78. John Ross had 77. I mean, but
because he threw
this is one of their, better games, going up 27 points.
Why? I don't know if he can twice though.
I don't know.
I'd be asking a lot from Danny Food Stamps.
Right.
But
don't see it happening.
If Saquon stays healthy and runs.
Yeah, Saquon could have a good game. I like it.
So you're starting Saquon, you're starting Golladay. What about Ingram?
If you have to. I mean, because you look at who they were playing with last week, and Ingram had 5 for 27. It's okay in a redraft league because there's not very many tight ends out there, but I'm not playing them in DraftKings unless I'm trying to get cheap, because sometimes you just need that cheap player. Yeah. And Evan Ingram is 3,200.
Yeah.
You want to save $1,000? Depends on how you're constructing that lineup. So he's an okay play.
Yeah.
But I would take the Cowboys in this matchup.
You taking Dak? You taking Zeke again?
Yeah. Yeah. Zeke's back for real. You can see it.
And then what about both?
And you love Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, both of them. CeeDee Lamb didn't do well last week, but they're going to be up and down. Yeah. It happens when Zeke goes off like he did. There's not that many targets. He's not going to throw the ball a lot.
True.
So I feel like they'll throw the ball a little bit more this week, but they can all have good lines. So I'm good with it. And Dallas wins.
The Pollard love here.
I like Pollard. Are
you playing Pollard even in a flex?
No, I don't, because I don't think the coaching staff is going to use him enough. He hits sometimes, and then other times not so much. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard for Pollard.
They were saying that he was going to have more. He's been having more carries than Zeke.
Well, so he was more efficient than Zeke was the prior week. Let's see.
Like, Zeke just had, 2 back-to-back games where he did good, but the other 2, he wasn't doing that. He said, pocket quarterback Lamar Jackson says, to me, he's their best back. I
don't know if I would agree with it. I think Tony Pollard is a different back, and he's very complimentary, and he's really good, and I think they're good for one another.
They're a good combo.
They are a really good combo. Yeah, you look at Tony Pollard, though. He's having good weeks, but there's, good for NFL and good for fantasy. Fantasy-wise, 6 points, 7 points, that's not good. 8 points, no. He does have that 126-point game where he went off, but even though he went off in this week too, and that didn't help him get more carries. He had 11 carries and 10 carries. And then his receptions are 1, 3, 4, and last week 0. So no, I'm not playing Tony Pollard until the coaching staff tells me that Tony Pollard's going to get work.
What's Zeke numbers?
Yeah, Zeke looks much better. So last week, Zeke went 20 for 143 yards.
Ooh.
Week prior, 17 for 95. Week prior, 16 for 71. And he has touchdowns 1, 2, 1. So 4 touchdowns in 3 games.
Yeah.
Or in 4 games. So he's doing well.
So you're starting Zeke, both receivers, Dak, and then, and then the other side, just
right. The other side, just Saquon, unless you're playing in tournaments one. I think Kadarius Toney's an okay play. He's going to be cheap.
And the Cowboys win over.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney's only 4,000 on DraftKings right now, so
that's a good one. That's a good pick.
Yeah, and this game I would take the under of 52 points.
Oh yeah, never mind, 52 points.
Yeah.
Well, if Saquon goes off, what happens if it's a showdown? Zeke versus Saquon. Boom. Saquon's a better back.
Yeah. Saquon is a much better back, but I think that would be really hard. I would probably go Zeke.
Out of the two.
To have the better game.
Are you starting both of them? If you're in a
Yeah, for sure.
You got them?
If I'm able to, I'm starting them both.
Okay. How many more we got? What's the next one?
Yeah, so we have 2 games left. So the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs is next. That one is going to be a night game. So that's a Sunday night game, I think. So they're not in the main slate at all. This is just showdown. And this is going to be a very hard showdown. And I'm going to plug real quick. Please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Fantasy Football Fringe, and you can find me on Facebook at Andrew Fringe. I will be putting out content and especially graphics and stuff of who I am picking for these upcoming matchups, especially in the showdowns.
Nice.
And this one's going to be very hard to do because there's so many good players on both sides. You're going to have to fade somebody, and you're not going to be able to fade the quarterbacks. So you're going to waste a ton of money because quarterbacks, they're probably going to come in at like 17,000.
Yeah.
Out of 50,000, you're already paying 34,000 for 2 of them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really hard. And I have to look at that slate a little deeper to know who exactly I'm going to be playing. But it's going to be a fun one.
Tyreek Hill, maybe Kelsey gets off the slate because he's had a down season so far.
Oh, Travis Kelce's only had, I think, 1 down week.
But he's down against the Eagles. What?
Yeah, just the Eagles, though, right?
What? Told you what?
They didn't need him.
They didn't need him.
Right?
You keep forgetting that we were in the game, my guy, until the end. Our guys got gassed out.
But they didn't need him, right? I mean, no? Did they need him? I mean, Tyreek Hill was kind of killing them.
They needed him. Trust me. They needed him. That's why he pulled out that acting job he did. And trying to fake everybody out. What's the play? What's the play? Well,
oh, yeah. That was good, wasn't it? Oh, I like that.
Damn well,
that was good. I really like that. Yeah, the numbers aren't out yet for that game, so I can't actually speak on it. But for redraft purposes, yeah, you're playing Josh Allen for sure. You're playing Stephon Diggs. I think you can even play Cole Beasley. He's been getting tons of targets except for last week.
What about Knox? That's my guy.
Knox,
he's
you're
always
playing him
cheap.
And he's looking like he's coming along. We all have to remember where Dawson Knox came from, right? He was playing all the way back at Ole Miss and whatnot, and he was up against targets of, DK Metcalf and AJ Brown, and Elijah Moore all on the same team. So there's no way that he was going to actually break out. He was just a blocking tight end. So this is going to take a long time, and it looks like he's finally starting his breakout.
Yeah. Grandzilla said he found your Facebook page. He's going to share with his Cardinal buddies.
Oh, cool.
Football. Uh-oh.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's one of my faves, man. Grantzilla's always in all my lives. He hooks everybody up. He always shows
cool.
up to everybody. That's my guy. He says White's going to lock down Hill. What do you say about that?
What?
What?
I don't think anyone can lock down Hill, right? I mean, for real.
Not without
Can
Hill.
anyone keep up with him?
But let's look at Hill's fantasy numbers.
I mean, I love White, but let's look at what White is good at, right? He's good at technique. White is not the fastest corner. He's really not.
Well, Hill hasn't been that good every game this year.
No, he hasn't. But no one can actually lock him down.
One-on-one.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Just doesn't. Yeah, you just can't.
Are you playing Hardman, though?
Yeah, I am. I don't like Hardman. I am not a Hardman guy.
No.
I feel like he's still learning the position. He played cornerback in college and then transitioned. I'm not a great Hardman, but Hardman gets targets. So especially Monday night or Sunday night, you're going to play him. You're going to play him.
What about the running backs for the Buffalo Bills?
No. Devin Singletary and Zach Moss, I am not excited about either of them.
Either one of them? No.
Absolutely not.
And what about the running back for KC?
Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You'll quickly find out I'm not a Clyde Edwards-Helaire fan. I had him ranked as a number 5 running back coming out that year, even though he was going to the Chiefs. I just didn't believe in him. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire is playing okay, so you can play him. Yeah, you can play him. He's had, bad weeks for 3 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks were the first 2 weeks, and the last 2 weeks were pretty good. I don't trust him a ton, but where are you drafting? You have to kind of play him.
Yeah, will Gordon get play?
No, I don't think this week Gordon's going to get play.
No.
But he will eventually get play. He'll get on the field because what is he beating out Byron Pringle? Byron?
Do you think
it's Byron?
Gordon has enough talent to beat out Hardman for that 2 spot?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they play a different skill set.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he can get on the field more because if you look at it, he's actually not the number 2. It's
Pringle?
I can't think of his name. It's not Byron Pringle, it's the other guy. I can't think of his name right now.
Why he's thinking
looking it up. So it's DeMarcus Robinson.
Robinson, yeah.
Yeah, he's actually playing ahead of McCole Hardman.
Oh.
Yeah, he plays more snaps than McCole Hardman normally, so it's kind of weird, but McCole Hardman gets more targets because when he's on the field, they're trying to get him the ball because he's electrifying once he gets the ball in his hands. He's just not all the way up to, where you would want a wide receiver.
So which plays are you going? Are you going Robinson or Hardman?
No, yeah, I'll go Hardman just because he gets more targets, but I'll go Robinson if he is significantly cheaper when we look at it.
Oh. And then who do we say on the other team?
Yeah, so on the other side of the ball, you're playing, Josh Allen. You're going to play Diggs and Cole Beasley and Dawson Knox. And skip out on the running backs because Josh Allen can be the running back.
Who do you think win this game?
Yeah, this one's tough. I think the Bills are going to take it, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you think the Bills can beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but you don't think the Eagles can beat the Panthers?
Yeah, I think the Bills are just as good as the Chiefs. I think that they're very.
And we beat them already, though. The Chiefs.
You beat the Chiefs when?
Last week.
But you lost.
Like, because of the refs and
Come on, man.
got called back. But technically, if you really look at it the other way around.
I'm like, you got me all confused. I'm like, what? We beat them back in 2010.
We kind of beat them. We beat ourselves, which helped them win us. But in the grand scheme of things, Jalen Hurts threw 7 touchdowns and we beat them.
Oh, man. What about the last game, Monday night game, the Colts and the Ravens?
Ooh.
I want to know your thoughts. Who wins this game?
Well, to keep Carson relevant, I must have to say the Ravens.
Yeah.
They should win easily. But I want to see Carson fight. You know, he pulled off a good game last week. So I want to see Carson fight. You know, I see the score being probably about.
Right now, the line is at 19.5 to 26.5.
Yeah, I see like 35 points for the Ravens and maybe like 14 for the 2 touchdowns for the Colts.
Yeah, I like the Colts though. Their line is okay. You know, it was much better with Quentin Nelson in there. I really, really love Jonathan Taylor. Oh my gosh, he's so electrifying, and he's able to do everything. He's able to catch.
But that doesn't worry you? Did
run,
they play
everything.
more than one running back over there?
No, because they play more than one running back everywhere. I mean, look at the Eagles. They play Miles Sanders and Kenny Gainwell.
But actually as the runner.
Yeah, I know, but it just doesn't worry me. It really doesn't. They run the ball so much that it's okay.
Well, you said, you know, how you said with Zeke, you wouldn't play Pollard, but you play Zeke.
Right. Same way, I wouldn't play Naheem Hines. I wouldn't play Marlon Mack, but I'll play JT.
But you play Taylor.
Yeah. Same thing.
Bills defense. Ravens winning by 3. Colts play Ravens tough every year.
That's true.
Touchdown on his own. Yeah. So what about my boy from USC over there on the Colts? You playing Pittman? Is he playing?
Yeah, Michael Pittman. I'm not looking at playing Michael Pittman. Is he even playing?
That's what I was wondering. Is he playing before I said that?
I don't know.
Or either one of their tight ends?
So Mo Alley Cox, you saw him. You know, he's what he have 2 touchdowns last week.
Mm-hmm.
His usage is going up. His more routes are going up. So he's kind of a sneaky play, especially if you need help at tight end. I'll play him.
And Carson been throwing touchdowns to Pascal.
And yeah, Michael Pittman is playing. I like Michael Pittman, and yeah, I would play him this week if I had him on my team and I needed a flex. I'm not going to try and think he's my wide receiver too, but you didn't draft him that way anyhow, so you should be able to put him in your flex position.
And then you're playing for sure Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, so good.
Are you playing the running back? Are you playing Murray?
Now, I don't know who to play at running back right now because it looks like Le'Veon Bell's going to suit up. And
is he going to play? Because that's what Le'Veon's been playing.
I know. It looks like he's going to play this game. I don't know. And that's why I'm not trying to play any of them.
I'd be a cheap buy, though, right?
Yeah, so in DraftKings, I'll play them, you know, because we'll know more information, you know, because you can put that lineup in 10 minutes before the game. Yeah. So you know who's starting, who's playing, and be able to make a more informed decision.
What about the receivers? You want Sammy Watkins playing?
Yeah, I'm not playing Sammy Watkins, but you're definitely playing Marquise Brown. The guy to look out for, though, is the rookie. He is scheduled to play. I don't know if he's playing.
Yeah, is he back yet?
For sure, but I know he was trending towards playing.
Bateman, yeah.
Rashad. Yeah, it's not
You gotta play Andrews.
saying that he is playing for sure yet. So, but it looks like he's trending that way. And I wouldn't play him the first week he comes back, but he's a good player, and that's just going to help Lamar out. And I feel like it's going to help Marquise Brown out even more. Marquise Brown's been killing it all year.
I said he thought Bateman was on IRR. Yeah, so he got to come back after week 6.
No, the Baltimore Ravens last week activated Rashad Bateman off the IR.
Oh.
Yeah, so he can play this week.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fast, though. We'll see. Has Sammy Watkins done anything fantasy-wise?
Nah, fantasy-wise he hasn't, but he's been out there. So
Lamar doesn't throw the ball to receivers.
Nah, he does. He throws it to Marquise Brown. He's been killing it.
A couple of times.
Marquise Brown's been so good this year.
Has he?
And he's been even better than what the stats show because he dropped 2 touchdowns against Detroit the other week. And Lamar Jackson been throwing it 300 yards last week. He's been killing it. I love it.
So Lamar Jackson, Andrews, and Brown. And then for the other side, you're going Carson?
No.
No.
I'll fade Carson. I am not a Carson Wentz.
Just Taylor then?
Yeah, Taylor. I would play Michael Pittman maybe to save money on something else.
And Cox.
That's it. And Cox, yeah.
Okay.
Just to save money.
Just to save money. If you
That's
got
it.
Guys.
Exactly. You have to save money. It's all the money game, right?
Yeah.
You have to fit it in that salary.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Well, hey, man, it was fun. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at one more time before we get out of here. It is almost 1:30 here.
Yeah. I appreciate you waiting for me. I really do. I know we had a little miscommunication earlier and I got home late and everything. But yeah, everybody can find me. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew_Fringe. You can find me on Facebook at Andrew Fringe. You can find me on Instagram at Fantasy Football Fringe. And you can find my podcast anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Just type in the Fantasy Football Fringe. And thank you again for having me. I did appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, bro.
Yeah, it is. We definitely got to do it again sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also thank you guys. Birdgang Nation has made it to 1.15K. In our first 3 months. Love all you guys. The nation's growing. I just opened up the shop, so you can go get you some Birdgang Nation merchandise out there. The links is in the chat. And we also got the network merchandise store open too. So go get some of your merch from all your favorite content creators. It's the holiday season. If you need to get a gift, you can go to one of those shops, or you can go to Law Terrain, the official sponsors of Birdgang Nation Sports Talk. Use promo code Birdgang31 on any of those sites, and you will get 10% off. So, hey, have a good night, everybody. Thanks you for coming on the show again. Much love to you. And like I always say, fly, Eagles, fly. We're going to beat those Panthers, too. I can't wait for Monday so I can come tell you. I will be in your inbox. I'm like, I thought you said they're going to win. I thought you said they're going to win.
I want to see it.
You're going to see it, my God. You're going to see it. Trust me. I have a feeling about this one. You're going to see that. And everybody else, thanks for sticking around with us tonight. I know it was a late stream tonight. We still got 8 up in here. Much love, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. We got some Panther content creators coming on the show. It should be awesome. So, have a good night, you guys. Peace.